Here's one for you. What did Hannibal say when the elephants came over the hill? Oh no, gooseberries! Hannibal's colourblind. Get it? Nah, I don't either. But I did read it in a joke book called something like 1,000, crazy jokes or whatever. It stumped me. Where is the joke there? I don't understand. What did Hannibal say when the elephants came over the hill? Oh no, gooseberries. He was colourblind. And the colourblind bit's in brackets. And this was a joke book that explained quite a few of its jokes with brackets. Oh no, he's colourblind. So he thinks they're gooseberries. That makes no sense. And I was trying to go around talking to people. I told this joke to children, I told it to adults, I told it to old people, and not one of them laughed, obviously. But also, not one of them could see where the joke is, which was the problem I was having as well. And so I just sort of wrote it off as, an anti-joke. It's just silly. It's got the word gooseberry in it. It's the way some people end a joke just by saying badger or whatever. So that's kind of what I thought it might be. And then I found a different version in another joke book. So the first joke book was cheap. It would be AI generated affair now. Talking of AI generated affairs, look at that disgusting clip art thing I made for this video. That's AI generated. Maybe I should have drawn my own giant Hannibal gooseberries, but I've been playing with AI just to laugh at it recently. Anyway, so I found it in a cheap, very crappy joke book, but then I found a version of it in a much better joke book. This is 1982's Ha Ha Bonk book by Alan and Jane Olberg, and they're class. As far as kids' joke books go, this is like the definitive one, and their version's a bit different. For a start, it has two parts. What did Tarzan say when the elephants came over the hill? Oh look, elephants. What did Jane say when the elephants came over the hill? Oh look, plums. Jane was colourblind. So, again, doesn't quite work there, does it? I mean, the Tarzan bit sort of works, in a sort of pathetic way. What did Tarzan say when he saw the elephants? Oh, look, elephants, kind of. But Jane, plums, and again in brackets, she was colourblind. Doesn't make any sense. And what's clearly happened here is that these two parts have been separated somewhere. Our original joke book had found a joke that just said, what did Jane say when the elephants came over the hill? Oh, look, plum, she was colourblind, and went, who's Jane? Because the Tarzan wasn't there. Decided Hannibal because, Hannibal crossing the Alps with his elephants, and settled on gooseberries because gooseberries are a fruit with a funnier name. Manhandle me plums is quite a fun sentence. I'm in a play at the moment. I get to say, I say, did someone just kick you in the clementines? That's fun too. But yeah, gooseberries is good. Or gooseberries. You ever meet someone who calls them gooseberries? But yeah, obviously something's gone wrong there, and it was killing my brain. I was searching up all sorts of things, and the answer came on Wikipedia. So, elephant jokes. Elephant jokes are a species, a genre of joke, which plays with absurdity and sort of stretches the definition of elephant. So, how do you get four elephants in a mini? Two at the front, two at the back. How do you know if there's an elephant under your bed? Your nose touches the ceiling. How do you know there's an elephant in the fridge? Footprints in the butter. So the elephants seem to stretch and shrink and they change according to the joke. And elephant jokes got kind of big in the 1960s because there was an American company of trading cards that issued elephant joke trading cards. And so they became a bit of a thing. And they're told in runs. So you tell a whole bunch of elephant jokes in a row, and in each one builds on the absurdity of the other. And so this one, this Tarzan and Jane one, apparently comes from an amateur TV program, in which a man whose stage name was Elephant told a whole bunch of elephant jokes. So yeah, and included, what did the grape do when the elephant trod on it? It let out a little wine. What did the elephant do when the grape trod on it? Nothing. What's the difference between an elephant and a plum? The colour. And then it keeps on going. So what's the difference between an elephant and a plum? The colour. More. What did Tarzan say when he saw the elephants? Oh, look, elephants. What did Jane say when she saw the elephants? Oh, look, plums. She was colourblind. So it's a reference back to that other joke. The original joke being that elephants are such amorphous things in these jokes that the only difference between an elephant and a plum is the colour. And Jane's colourblind, so she doesn't know the difference between an elephant and a plum. It now makes sense. Maybe it's not necessarily funny, but it now makes sense. And this is the interesting thing. So these jokes belong together, but then must have been chopped up and put in joke books, and then other joke books crib other joke books, and other joke books crib other joke books, until this mildly funny thing of, mildly funny callback, what's the difference between a plum and an elephant? The colour. Tarzan, what did Tarzan say when he saw the elephants? Oh, look, elephants. What did Jane say when she saw the elephants? Oh, look, plums. They've all been separated now. Someone's just plucked the Jane bit out, which makes no sense by itself. And because it makes no sense by itself, there's obviously tried to compensate for that by adding Hannibal, because he has more of an elephant link than just a Jane, and Gooseberries. So there you go. And this is how in 40 years, one moderately decent joke becomes one completely incomprehensible joke. And that tells us a bit, I think. So one of the earliest jokes is there's a Sumerian thing. So Sumerian scribes would practice their cuneiform by copying texts, and the texts were often sort of proverbs and sort of wisdom texts. But you know how wisdom texts go. You get that sort of brand of jokey wisdom texts, like the Nasruddin Hodja stories, like things like that. And so the jokey wisdom text here says, "Dog entered into a tavern and said, 'I cannot see anything, I shall open this.'" There you go. A dog walked into a tavern and says, "I cannot see anything, I shall open this." And it makes no sense. But that's a joke 4,000 years old. See what happened to the elephant joke in 40. So, we'll never know what it means, because we'll never find the other bits. And yeah, I found that interesting. And I wanted to test the upload speed of the new internet that's been installed here. So I made a video. Bye.